Are we there yet?
I'm Chris Beatties.
And Bill Calkins.
And we are covering the 2022 California Spring Trials for Growertalks magazine. And you do some technical things through Tech On
Here and
Demand,
there.
your newsletter.
Absolutely.
Make sure you subscribe to Tech On
now.
Demand. We are at Westhoff today, which is borrowing space in the brand new greenhouse of Greenfuse Botanicals.
Yeah.
More about that in the Greenfuse video. And we're going to look at some Petunias, some Calibrachoa, Lobelia, but we're going to start, which seems weird, with a component
Yeah,
plant.
a Dusty Miller.
Sort of the thing that you'd save for the very end because it's sort of boring, but I love this thing. I'm sorry, maybe I'm a geek. This is, they have a line called, you want to hold that? Vanna White? Fancy fillers. Fancy fillers, as the name implies, you use them as fillers for your combination plantings. Or you could do them alone, but this is what they're intended for. This particular one is called Chrome Fountained, and it's a Dusty Miller. But there's something about it that just looks so tidy. Hold it up there. It's vegetative, first of all, so it's going to be more expensive, but it will branch a lot more, really stay clean, won't go to flower, won't bolt or something like that. So if you want a really nice Dusty Miller gray component in your plant, go for Chrome Fountain. Or you can put that down now. Try some of their others if you'd like. Lobelia, Bill.
Yeah, they have two new series called Rift with two colors, blue and purple.
Let's see.
I don't know if we can see it, but
so we can get it as we break the sign. Because
the interesting thing
they're
about
both
this
in here.
is the flower patterns.
And that's the key. We have bicolor lobelias, blue and whites and purple and whites, and things like that. This is we saw one more of these someplace else.
We did.
Yesterday, where it's a random pattern of white and either purple or blue on there. I think you can see it up close.
Consistently inconsistent.
That is what they said, cleverly enough. So that is Lobelia Rift purple and Rift blue. Now, if you want to see
we're getting exciting in here.
If you want to see, I mean, if Westhoff is known for anything, it's insanity in their breeding. I'm just going to let you look at these chameleon Calibrachoas before we point out a couple new ones, because they've just got some of the wildest colors you could imagine. Interestingly, some of the new ones are not so wild. For instance, Calitastic, bright red. And Calitastic is their fairly standard Calibrachoa series and compete with all the other standards out there. But this bright red is really, really vivid. It's a super high quality red. Even this improvement, Calitastic White Improved, is important because you have to have a really good
There are 5
really good
new Calitastics this year, so their breeders have been busy. That's
right. Here's one called Mary Cherry, which is another good traditional one, a nice cherry colored flower with a star in it there. And if we move a little bit further down, we're going to see some more new ones. We're going to come down here, though, into Petunias, where we're going to see a whole new series. And this is the Flower Showers series. It's Westhoff's first hanging basket.
Right,
Petunia, which amazes me.
They already came out with 6 colors, but in kind of an interesting way. Not necessarily the core colors. Well, they do have a really nice white, but they're bringing some of their more unique colors directly into a new series.
Well, you said or found out that a couple of these came from where?
They were in the Crazy series,
Crazytunias,
the Mayan Sunset and the Patrick Star, which we talked a little bit about last year, but then 4 new ones, and this Golden Harvest is the showstopper.
So in other words, Mayan Sunset and Patrick Star were already kind of cascading, so they didn't quite fit the regular Crazytunias, so they created a whole new series around them with some other unusual colors, but they assure us there's going to be a blue and a pink and a red and the traditional colors. But for now, well, yes, Golden Harvest, come on, that's amazing. And there's a few other Crazytunias, which we were just speaking of, which are their mounding habit, crazy colored petunias.
They must have 200 now, because I feel like every year there's new crazies coming out.
Well, Jen, pan around behind you over there, and just to show just how many there are, and that's just a tide, a smattering of how many that they actually have, but in new colors. This is one called Lighthouse Pink, which isn't so crazy, but it's very pretty. I also like Golden Eye Rose, and right next to it, Golden Eye Purple.
They have
So-
clear colors, star patterns, and then some of the weird and wild.
All right, and the last thing we're going to look at is a dianthus that has the tidiest habit I've ever seen. It's right around
And it's
the corner
named
here.
for us.
You know they're going to use this against us, right?
I know.
But anything for our art.
Because the series is called Best Friends
And we are best
Forever.
friends. Best friends forever. The series is a dianthus. Just take a look at the plant habit here. Very tidy little strap-shaped leaves, millions and millions of flower buds on there. So it's going to have just not only, you know, beautiful blooms coming up, but continuous blooms. And there are 6 different colors available in that one.
There are.
know,
And they're all named Passion. There's Pink Passion.
There's a little faint scent in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've all got a passion name. Pink, purple,
Violet, red, scarlet,
and
rose.
There you go.
And they definitely are bred very well, and they will bloom from Valentine's Day through Mother's Day.
A nice spring holiday pot for you. So anyway, that is a sampling of all the new stuff here from Westhoff at the 2022 California Spring Trials, coming to you from a couple of best friends here.
Best Friends Forever.